Good morning, second year. So we're going to go through the corrections of the homework that you had on Thursday. But just before I do that, somebody did point out to me that when they checked here, the verification, putting x equal to 3 into this equation here, they didn't get 36, they got 66. 56 maybe? I'm not quite sure. The problem is, of course, that I did the square of 15 in my head. So 15 squared is 225, not 255. So I wrote down the wrong number here. This should have been 225. And if you put that into your calculator, 225 instead of 255, you do indeed get 36 equal to 36. So my apologies for that, and hopefully it didn't confuse too many of you. So our equality absolutely is preserved so long as you do your calculations correctly. Now, let's go on to the homework that you had on Thursday. So you were getting rid of fractions in this homework. Just write down homework solutions. And these were the homework solutions for Thursday, the 21st of January. The 2121 of the 21st century. I'm sure you all had that pointed out to you. Now, apologies, just bear with me while I pull it up. Okay, so you had questions 11, 12 and 13, and I said that you didn't need to verify your answer, but I'm actually going to go through the verifying part with you, just so you know how to do it. So the first one, 3/4 is equal to 2x, so the common denominator that I'm going to multiply everything by is 4. So I'll multiply this by 4, and I'll multiply this by 4. And the 4's there will cancel, giving me that 3 is equal to 8x. 3 is equal to 8x. Or we can write our equation the other way around, 8x is equal to 3. We like to have the letters on the left and the numbers on the right because it's what we're familiar with. And then the last step in solving an equation is, of course, to divide across by the coefficient of x. We divide across by 8. So x is equal to 3 over 8. 3/8 or 0.125 if you change it to a decimal. It's fine to leave it as a fraction. Both of those answers are fine. Now, let me go over the verify step. So verify in maths means to show something is true. But more particularly, when you're asked to verify your answer, what they want you to do is sub into the original equation and show that you get a true equation. You get a true fact. So true facts only. Let's look at what that looks like. So what I'm saying is that if I replace x in this equation with 3/8, or it might be easier to just do 0.125, what do I get? Let me just, I've really got to stop doing things in my head because 375, yeah. 0.375, that's what I should have had there. 375. 3/8, not 1/8. What I wrote down there was 1/8. So 3/4 is 3/4 equal to 2 times 0.375. Well, if we use our calculator, we can multiply it by 2 and we get 3/4. So 3/4 in your calculator might show that as 0.75, which is 3/4. So that's a true statement and I have verified. I'm happy with my answer. Okay, let's move on to question 12 then. So question 12 is a similar kind of question, but we had a few more denominators. I had 1/4 x plus 8 over 5 equal to 1/2. And what I said to you on Thursday is that I prefer to just write this as x over 4 plus 8 over 5 equal to 1/2. They are exactly the same thing, but it just makes it a little bit easier to read. and to remember what's multiplying what. So I'm going to multiply across by my common denominator. And my common denominator in this case is the smallest number that 4, 5 and 2 will all divide into, and that's 20. I need to multiply here by 20, I need to multiply here by 20, and I need to multiply here by 20. So every single term is multiplied by 20, and then the denominator divides in. So 4 into 20 goes 5 times, 5 into 20 goes 4 times, 2 into 20 goes 10 times. Can look a little bit complicated, so give plenty of space. The 5 multiplies the x, plus 4 multiplies the 8, equal to 10 multiplies the 1. And this is the equation that I'm going to solve. So 5x plus 32 is equal to 10. 5x is equal to 10. Take 32. 5x is equal to minus 22. And x is equal to minus 22 divided by 5, which is minus 4.4. So x is equal to, it's gone off my page, negative 4.4. And now we're going to do our verification, our check. So I'm going to check that. We always go to the original equation. A quarter times minus 4.4, subbing in for x, plus 8 over 5 should be equal to a half. And remember how we've learned substitution. I've said that we can just write it down with the brackets and then do our calculation. So I have 1/4 multiplied by a negative 4.4. You can do it step by step if you want, but it's fine to do it like this, because verification is really mostly for yourself, and we get a half. So this is a half, and a half is equal to a half, and so we verified it. You don't need to show lots of steps. Verification should be something you do very quickly. Right, let's do the last question. So, and we had question 13. So for question 13, we're trying to solve 3 over 2x minus a half equal to 7. And I'm going to write that as 3x over 2 minus a half equal to 7. All of those fractions have the same denominator. The ones that are fractions do. So I'm going to multiply by 2. I multiply each part of it by 2. And I get that the 2's cancel wherever I have a fraction. And I have 3x minus 1 equal to 2 times 7, 14. So 3x is equal to 14. The minus 1 comes over and gets added, plus 1. 3x is equal to 15, and then I divide by the coefficient. So x is 15 divided by 3, x is 5. And we'll do our verification. So we're going to check. And the original equation, 3 over 2 times 5 minus a half. Is that equal to 7? Do I get 7 equals 7? And let's find out. 3 over 2 by 5 minus a half. And we get 7. So this is 7. So we have 7 equal to 7, and it's verified. Okay, so that was everything with the homework. If there was any part of that where you got stuck, please do let me know with a comment on today's Google Classroom. Thank you.